Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we bring you breaking news from the Middle East, where Israel has launched a targeted attack against a missile production facility located in eastern Lebanon. This strike represents a significant escalation in the ongoing regional tensions, highlighting the complexities of the Israeli-Lebanese relations and the ever-growing concerns over military advancements in the region. The missile production facility targeted by Israel is reportedly linked to Hezbollah, the Iran-backed militant group that has long been involved in regional conflicts. Israeli defense forces stated that the operation was a necessary move to thwart potential threats posed by advanced weaponry being developed in Lebanon. The facility, which is said to have been manufacturing sophisticated missiles, posed a direct security risk to Israel. The specific nature of the missiles remains classified, but experts believe they could be used to target critical infrastructure or cities in Israel. Israeli authorities have continuously expressed their concerns about Hezbollah's increasing military capabilities, especially with regard to missile production, and have warned of consequences if such activities continue. The strike on the facility is not the first time Israel has targeted Hezbollah in Lebanon. Over the years, Israel has repeatedly warned Hezbollah to cease its military buildup in Lebanon, especially with the backing of Iran. Israel has consistently viewed Hezbollah's operations in Lebanon as a direct threat to its security, particularly with the group's proximity to Israel's northern borders. This latest operation was seen as a continuation of Israel's policy of preemptive strikes aimed at neutralizing potential threats before they can materialize into actual attacks. While the precise details of the facility's operations remain murky, Israeli officials claim that it was a key site in the production of weapons that could destabilize the region further. Reports from Lebanon indicate that there was significant damage to the missile production facility, though official sources have yet to confirm any casualties. While the Lebanese government has condemned the attack, they have not provided detailed information on the human toll. This is a typical reaction from Lebanese authorities, as the country has long faced the delicate balance of maintaining neutrality while managing Hezbollah's influence. Hezbollah has maintained a stronghold in Lebanon, especially in the southern regions, where it controls significant areas of land and has a loyal base of support. The attack on the missile facility is seen by many as a warning from Israel that any further military advances by Hezbollah will be met with swift retaliation. The geopolitical implications of this attack are far-reaching. Israel's actions in Lebanon have long been a source of contention between the two countries. The history of conflict between Israel and Lebanon stretches back decades, with multiple wars fought over territory, borders, and security concerns. The most notable of these conflicts was the 2006 Lebanon War, in which Israel fought Hezbollah in a month-long military campaign. The war caused widespread destruction in Lebanon, and since then, tensions have remained high. The presence of Hezbollah in Lebanon continues to be a thorn in Israel's side, and as Hezbollah receives continued support from Iran, the potential for conflict remains ever present. Israel's strike on the missile facility comes at a time of heightened tension in the region, with the conflict in Syria still ongoing and Iran's involvement in both Syria and Lebanon increasing. This attack also has implications for Lebanon's stability. The Lebanese government, which is already grappling with its own internal issues, faces the challenge of balancing Hezbollah's power with the demands of its international allies. Lebanon is caught in the middle of a larger geopolitical struggle between Iran and Israel, with its sovereignty increasingly compromised by external forces. The attack on the missile facility could further strain Lebanon's already fragile political situation. Hezbollah, which is seen as both a political and military force in Lebanon, has long positioned itself as a defender of Lebanon against Israeli aggression. However, its growing military capabilities, including the development of missiles that could target Israeli cities, have put it at odds with Israel, which has vowed to prevent any such weapons from reaching Hezbollah. Israel's military strategy in Lebanon has always been one of deterrence and prevention. The Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) have long operated on the premise that preemptive strikes against enemy installations are crucial to maintaining security. In this case, the target in eastern Lebanon was deemed critical to the Israeli defense establishment. Israel has made it clear that it will not allow any group, particularly Hezbollah, to possess advanced missile systems that could threaten its population centers. The Israeli government has stated that the attack was a calculated move to prevent further escalation, but the reality is that such strikes often lead to retaliation. Hezbollah, known for its military prowess and deep ties with Iran, is expected to respond in some form. The potential for retaliation is one of the primary concerns for both Israel and Lebanon. Hezbollah has long been known for its ability to launch rocket attacks against Israeli targets, and the group's arsenal has only grown over the years. The group's leadership has already threatened to retaliate against Israel for the strike, and many analysts predict that further clashes between the two sides could result in more violence in the already volatile region. The question remains whether this attack will trigger a larger confrontation or if it will lead to a de-escalation, as both sides weigh the consequences of a full-blown conflict. In addition to the regional concerns, the international community is also closely monitoring the situation. The United Nations and several world powers have called for restraint on both sides, urging Israel and Hezbollah to avoid further escalation. The international community is particularly concerned about the potential for civilian casualties, given the proximity of the missile facility to populated areas in eastern Lebanon. While the attack was primarily aimed at military infrastructure, the reality is that such strikes often lead to unintended consequences, including collateral damage to civilian infrastructure. The broader implications of the strike could further destabilize Lebanon, a country already struggling with economic hardship, political paralysis, and the aftermath of the devastating Beirut port explosion in 2020. The involvement of Iran in this conflict is also a critical factor to consider. Hezbollah, which receives significant support from Iran, is seen as one of Iran's most important allies in the region. Iran's influence over Hezbollah has grown in recent years, with Tehran providing the group with financial, military, and logistical support. This relationship has led Israel to view Hezbollah not just as a Lebanese issue, but as an extension of Iranian influence in the region. Israel's strike on the missile facility can be seen as a direct response to the broader Iranian threat, which has sought to extend its military footprint across the Middle East, particularly in Syria and Lebanon. Israel's concerns about Iran's nuclear program and its regional ambitions have only added to the tension between the two countries. This attack underscores the persistent instability in the Middle East, where power struggles and military confrontations seem to be an ongoing reality. The region is marked by a complex web of alliances and enmities, with numerous countries vying for influence. Israel's strike on the missile facility is a reminder of the precarious nature of peace in the region, where any minor incident can quickly escalate into a larger conflict. While the international community calls for diplomatic solutions, the reality is that the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah, and by extension Israel and Iran, is unlikely to be resolved anytime soon. The situation remains tense, and it is only a matter of time before the next act in this ongoing drama unfolds. In conclusion, the Israeli attack on the missile production facility in eastern Lebanon represents a significant development in the long-standing tensions between Israel and Hezbollah. This strike highlights the complex geopolitical dynamics at play in the region and the broader struggles for power and security. As both sides brace for potential retaliation, the international community continues to call for restraint and dialogue. However, the situation remains highly volatile and the possibility of further violence remains ever present. Israel's military actions are likely to continue as long as the threat from Hezbollah persists, but the outcome of this latest strike remains to be seen. What is clear is that the Middle East will continue to be a region marked by conflict and instability, with no easy solutions in sight. As always, stay tuned for more updates on this developing story. We will continue to monitor the situation and bring you the latest details as they emerge. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next update.